Right, Mocha is ready to go today. Several people here today, but this place is fairly big, a little over 4,000 acres, so we might see people, we might not. But yeah, like I said, last week's hike was a bit of a disaster because I forgot my phone in the car. And I was seeing different colored trails, which there's red and yellow trails here. But then I also saw numbered trails here. So again, a little over 4,000 acres. It used to be an old phosphate mine. This whole area used to be. There's a ton of preserves here in the Alafia. I keep saying it wrong. It's not Alafia, it's Alafia. The Alafia River corridor. There's a north preserve and a south preserve. And there's also like 8 other preserves right in this area, totaling almost 15,000 acres or 20,000 acres, something like that. So we are going to hike them all. Let's go. One thing I like about this nature preserve, it is absolutely quiet. It's New Year's Eve, and I figured I'd get out. I didn't think there'd be 7 or 8 cars in the parking lot, so I'm a little bit shocked on that one. But it is absolutely quiet out here. I can't even hear the traffic today. Last week was last week was Christmas Day is when I went out hiking. And I could hear traffic, I could hear all of that, but it is dead silent outside of Mocha panting and me also panting. So, if you want looking for a quiet hike, I highly recommend pretty much any of the nature preserves in the Hillsborough County area. I'm going to try to hike all of them, as well as just south of us, Manatee County. They have a ton of them as well. So, quiet, quiet, quiet. Absolutely quiet. Now we just came up on the first campsite. I don't know if anybody's there. I just passed 2 gentlemen that looked like they were camping. They had big backpacks with them. And come on, Mocha, what do you smell? Mocha just got into the burrs. Got them all over her ears, tangled up her ear hair. She doesn't like to be brushed. But if nobody's in this campsite, I want to show you guys what's cool about this particular campsite. It's the first one. It's called Bobcat. And it doesn't appear anybody's in here. But I was told by a friend that this particular thing was nearly wiped out a couple years ago due to like some sort of tree fungus or something. I don't know. But I'm going to turn you guys around so you guys can check it out. Yeah, nobody's in this campsite. He was, though. As soon as you can tell by the fire pit, oranges. This whole area There's orange trees. Come on, monkey. This whole area, I don't know if the light is playing. Right there, you can probably see it pretty well. All orange trees. Come on, Moke. So this first campsite is surrounded by orange trees, which I think is really cool. And they're not like your typical short orange trees that you see, like when you see like you're headed to like Sebring or anything like that, where you have like the commercial orange trees. These are tall. So we're not going to pick any oranges today. I did last week and they were still bitter. Yeah, and I had peeled one and put it in my adult beverage. Yeah, my water. And it tasted fantastic. Yeah, so last time on Christmas Day, it was raining. Not bad. It's a very comfortable temperature to hike in. But again, I was kind of confused as to why I was seeing, as to why I was seeing numbers and colored trails. Red, yellow, numbers 1 through 4 or 5, I believe. So I got back to the house and started doing a little digging. I found an old trail map from 2010 and it was numbered trails. So those numbered trails are still very well manicured. So that's what kind of got me confused. So anyway, that's Bobcat Campsite. And some more random tidbit facts about this place, which I think is very, very cool. So let's go. And now we're to the point where the trail really opens up. Now, what we've been hiking on used to be the main road in and out, I would assume. It used to have, and then there is an entrance off of Highway 39, but it's gated for, I would assume, park services and stuff. Oh shit, it's bright. To my left is an old railroad. So I don't know if it's still active or not, but this trail kind of parallels a railroad for quite some time. And we're gonna cut back in. We're gonna take a right. Does you smell smoky? We're gonna take a right up here by a massive rock pile, which I thought was kind of weird. But right past, come on, Moke. Right past the rock pile is pretty much the last red blaze until you get to almost the very end where the other campsite is. This is what it looks like. Railroad's right there. But we're getting ready to turn right up here, and that heads over to the yellow trail, which has one of the last campsites I haven't been to yet. I didn't do any of the yellow stuff. I think I did damn near every other trail here. So, this is one of the last red blazes that you see here. And then there's a post on the other side, but way down there, about another mile or so, is where the otter campsite is. But we are going to take a right into here. Dog off leash. Yay. Dogs off leash, but very, very well behaved dogs. They look like Mocha. They're Australian Shepherds, 2 of them. Beautiful dogs. But anyway, we just took a right at that trail junction, and I want to show you guys. I was so confused. Massive rock pile. So we're actually gaining elevation, and what's cool, put you guys on wide mode. What's really cool is we're walking up a pretty steep incline. Now, here's where I got confused last time. Is right here, just past the rock pile, is another very well manicured trail, which you probably can't see because of the sunlight. There we go. Another very well manicured trail. But by that post, it is not marked. Well, I went to this trail, walked all the way around to the yellow. I didn't go on the yellow, I took a left. I'll show you guys that junction here shortly. And then I took another left because I didn't know where I was and I didn't have a map. And I'm like, if I take 2 lefts, I'll eventually hit the railroad thing again. Well, I came down that hill, saw the rock pile, and I'm like, oh crap. So we're going to go up here to where the red trail kind of comes up to the yellow trail. And we're going to go on the yellow trail so I can try to find the final campsite that I haven't seen yet. More puppers on trail. I think we're encountering everybody that that we saw cars for in the parking lot. Aussies out today. There's all kinds of Aussies. But like I was saying, there's also one of the Florida bird rookeries around here. So I can't remember which. I'll have to read. I'll put it in the captions below or something. Lots of really, really cool features in this nature preserve. Trails, as you can see, are as wide as roads except for the little entrance trailhead. It's about a quarter of a mile of single track. Moki, you need to stop and get some water. Let's stop for some water. Come here, baby. Wardrobe change. Oh, it's starting to get a little warmer out. And stop for a water break. Mocha's not quite ready yet. So, just passed a few more people. Potentially, they had a bunch of camping gear, big packs. So, chances are they were the ones camping back in this campsite. Can't remember the name of it. I'll post it down below. What you see, Moki? What you hear? Your burrs all in your ears. Jeez, dog. That's gonna be a pain to get out. Alright, I think up here is the trail junction for the red and yellow trail. Yep, I was right. This is the junction from the red trail to the yellow trail. And like I said, old number 1 right there. So I think this is the yellow trail. Yeah, up there's a signpost up there. It's got yellow. I want to make sure that that's the correct leg. And then at this split, there's a signpost in there for the hiking trail red. So I'm going to take a look at a map real quick to make sure that this particular yellow area is the one I want to go on, or if I need to head down that piece of the red trail and it tees into the yellow trail again. Cool thing is if you take a left at that junction, you come out by that one manicured trail by the rocks. So don't want to make that mistake again. So I'm going to take a break and look at the map real quick. I think that campsite, so we went ahead and went straight on to that yellow portion of the trail. So the next campsite shouldn't be too far up here. And then from there, I don't know what we're going to do. So, yeah. Oh, man, so beautiful back here. Whew. All right, Moki, let's go. I just realized I was blabbering on and on and on and on. I wasn't recording. So, at that junction, we took a right, came down here, and then once we entered the loop, which was right back there, we took a left to come down to try to get to the campsite, which is right down here, I believe. But another confusing point is we have that way, which is perfectly manicured trail that is not on the map. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to bring the map back up and see if I can't find, I think the campsite's this way. But that's how easy it is to get confused out here. Yep, conferred with the map. The campsite should be right up here on the right-hand side. And I can see why this particular campsite. What'd you see? Come on. Moki, man, she's always quick with it. I can see why they would call this campsite Hawk, because it's pretty much the habitat a hawk would hunt in. perch up and come down and snatch little animals right out of the field. Probably quite a bit of feral hog out here as well. But yeah, the campsite should be right up here on the right hand side. Found it. Boy, this is out in the open. Let's go check it out. It's right here, the trail splits right here. Oh, speaking of hawk, there's one up there in the sky floating around. Actually, correction, that is a bald eagle. Probably can't see it, but it is brown body, white head, white tail. All right, check it. Hawk. Don't see anybody. No hogs rooting around. That's what that is. Looking for grubs. I do not see anybody, and as you guys can see, campfire wasn't put out. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't see anybody. No bueno. Yeah, what a beautiful campsite. It's kind of, like I said, in the bottomland forest, land scrub, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely awesome. It's a little chilly now that I'm not moving. But anyway, I'll put this damn campfire out, and we'll probably head back the way we came. I don't want to do this 1.3-ish mile loop. We'll just head back the way we came. We'll hit the red trail, and it's supposed to link back up on the backside, and then I will head back to the truck on the main road that parallels, right in the eye, that parallels the railroad track. So let's get this fire put out, and we'll go from there. You want cracker? You want cracker? Is it time for crackers? Alright. Easy. As you can tell, the fire's not out yet. Just sitting here taking a break. I like Mocha off leash. Very first time ever out on hiking. A little nervous, but that's why I've got the crackers. She is an absolute food hound, okay? So she's gonna stay close as long as I got food. So this is a very first Miss Mocha off leash at a campsite or hiking spot. Damn dog. You're making a mess everywhere, Mocha. That's enough for now. We are going to take a break. I've got 2 extra bottles of water in my bag. I'll put this fire out, stir it, and dump water on it again. This still leaves me about 2 liters of water, 1.5 liters of water extra. I didn't know how hot it was going to be today, but it's a pretty good campsite. Total right now, let's see. Total right now is about 2.8 miles-ish. So, and then we'll probably hike another 2, and then it's 2.5 back to the truck. And then it's time to go get ready for New Year's Eve plans. Hanging out with a bunch of friends. Gonna come over, grill some burgers, and hang out. Kind of keep low. Go get beer. I haven't gotten beer yet. So go get beer, some stuff to make some cocktails, and then enjoy ringing in the new year. New life situations, new job, new house, new state, new year. So doing big things. Alright, we're going to sit here and relax, and then we're going to get back on the trail. What, Mocha? Come on, Mocha. Mocha, baby, come on. Pretty good little campsite right there, back in the tree. Mocha, come here. Come on, baby. Mocha, come here, baby. Again, her first time off leash. She gets kind of skitzed out when there's wildlife around. She wants to go jump and run and after it, so don't much care for that, but this is a fairly open field, so I can recall her before that happens. And also have crackers. Food helps. Put out the fire the best I could. Far better than whoever was camping there. So hopefully that stays in. I stirred it around really, really well. And doused it with water twice. So it was smoldering a little bit, but I am not going to run myself out of water for somebody else's negligence. So let's go. Alright, slight change of plans as it is already noon, and in order to get back to Otter Campground, I know for a fact is at least about another 2.5 miles, and then 2.5 miles back to the truck. So we're looking at roughly, I don't know, probably another 2 hours out on trail with Mocha. And it's already noon, so we are just going to head back to the truck. And what I'll do is I will splice in video from past Austin last week to get you guys out to Otter Campground and Lost and the blooper reels and all that. So if you could, do us a favor, if you enjoy hanging out with Mocha and myself, walking on trails and hiking, if you guys could, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. We're going to try to put up a video every Sunday and enjoy ourselves here in Hillsborough County Nature Preserves. And as always, guys, stay on the right trail. Thanks, guys.